currently India's issue will be with Irfan Pathan, who has scored 28 of 26. But there's so much batting to come for India. Suresh Raina, Rohit Sharma, Mahendra Singh Dhoni. He hasn't timed it, and this is going to be out. Taken, and this is good cricket from Australia. They kept it short to Yuvraj Singh. This time it was Shane Watson. Didn't quite have the pace of Pat Cummins. The length did it. Yuvraj took on the fast bowler. Mistimed it. He's gone for 8. 70 for 3.
Your timing, and that's exactly what happened with Yuvraj. You can see there he was well into the shot. He was into the shot a bit early. I think Glenn Maxwell might have had a bit of trouble with the lights there, the way he finished up taking that ball. But the most important thing was it finished in his hands.
Considering his value that he brings these days to this Indian team, so Irfan Pathan has been the choice. This is the second time they've opened with him. Never liked that move, really. But it's important that he does something about this innings. Gone. This might actually help India in a way. And it's Cameron White who's taken that wicket, or rather taken the catch. And Shane Watson has picked up another left-hander. Irfan Pathan, 31 of 30. It's 74 for 4.
And we just saw there, Irfan Pathan isn't that sort of player.
Bowl him. That's what was one of his problems here last time when he was here in Sri Lanka. The first few balls seemed to just miss it. Sometimes you'd feel that he was a little late on the ball right at the start of the innings. It's happened again to Rohit Sharma. That ball just sneaking through, and India in trouble here. 74 for 5.
This is the one that it did stay down a little bit, but it hit halfway up the stump, so really he should have been able to cope with it, but he was really beaten for pace.
Yeah, it's an issue that we've talked about earlier as well with Rohit Sharma. The deliveries before he gets a few in the middle of his bat, then it's fine. This is Irfan Pathan going for 31. Very good ball as well, round the wicket, just nipping back in slightly.
Outset with a 20-over game. You shouldn't be thinking about, what we need down the middle order if things go wrong.
Gone fine. He's going to come back for 2. That's brilliantly done. Shane Watson there with that effort. Everyone on the field applauding that one. 4 runs from the over and a wicket. 78 for 5. Yeah, I get that. There goes the wrong one from Brad Hogg. Good length as well. But what's happened? Dhoni's got 4 runs for it. That's how the game goes. Once again, the Australian players applauding Brad Hogg to let him know that he's bowled a beautiful delivery.
Neither batsman has picked him so far. Raina had trouble with the wrong one, and on that occasion Dhoni didn't pick it. But they haven't got the room to write in the scorebook what happened. They just write 4 with red ink.
For you. Good shot. It's a good pull-up, Mahendra Singh Dhoni. This time it was important to get the gap. With 3 fielders deep on the leg side. Oh, welcome runs. This time more convincing boundary from Dhoni.
Yeah, he placed that shot very well. 2 men to beat out in the deep, and he picked right in the middle of the 2 of them. The fierce competitor, Shane Watson.
Too many big overs. Brad Hogg will continue over the wicket to Suresh Raina. That's gone through him. Powerfully struck, and he won't get there. It's a good attempt made there by David Warner. He's a good hitter of the cricket ball, Suresh Raina.
Well, he beat 2 fields and went straight through Brad Hogg. Dave Warner doesn't miss too much in the outfield, so it's pretty well timed to get past him. I think that's when he winded himself. He landed pretty heavily in trying to make that diving save.
That's four bonus runs for India. Score wide as well by the umpire.
And the interesting thing about that play was the fact that Dhoni, unlike Patam in the first over, he didn't assume anything. As soon as the ball went past him, he started running hard, just in case it didn't go to the boundary. That 4 wides brings up the 100 for...
Then he must be some prospect, because Pattinson's excellent in the test matches.
To reach out for it, and as a result took the toe and straight to cover, so it picks up the wicket. This is a big one with 4 overs left. Dhoni's a fine finisher, and he's gone. So big wicket for Australia. This 104 for 6, and Mahendra Singh Dhoni is gone for 15.
Need boundaries, India. I think they still need 140 plus to be happy with that total.
Dan Christian. Oh, how well did he get that? One bounce in.
And you use the full face of the bat down the ground. Oh, it looks wonderful.
It's a class shot, good control from Rayner. Wouldn't try to overhit it. Just hit the gap. And very well timed.
It's a long boundary there, about 78 meters, and a few other grounds in the world that could have been 6. But beautifully played, straight bat.
Run to win a test match. She didn't run too hard in Calcutta, I think it was. So yeah, there's that dismissal off the end of the bat. Dhoni not happy with the execution of the stroke. They know it's a big wicket both sides.
A replay editor's loving his machines, isn't he?
He's loving seeing Dhoni get out, isn't he?
That's for you, Mark.
Oh, what a good shot. Just walked into that. Excellent.
Geez, timed that. That is right off the middle of the bat. It doesn't have to be off the middle of the bat these days to be timed. That was a beautiful shot. Raced away.
Are you already into how things were in your time, Mark? It's not been that long.
I'm just seeing the size of these bats low down. I've seen guys hit Yorkers for 6. A Yorker used to break.
Very young man, isn't he? Mitchell Starc. Has he been seen as someone who would only play limited overs cricket? We saw him play a test match in Perth, and he didn't do too badly there.
Well, a bit like Cummins. He's come on the scene very quickly. And both come from nowhere, really. And they've improved out of sight in all forms of the game.
Round the wicket to the right-hander.
That is wonderfully struck. Yeah, we were wondering if Ashwin was the right man to come in at this stage, but there's one thing he's done all his life, and he's surprised people with his batting.
Well, he's 11 off 4 deliveries, and that's a great shot. Short, and he's hit it way in front of square leg, probably have a wicket. And he's bowling about 140 clicks an hour too, so that's an extremely good hit. 87 metres, thought it might have been a bit longer than that. That's good ball striking.
This is good bowling. They don't take away anything from it. Pat Cummins 2 for 15. Mitchell Starc 1 for 27. They'll take the bye.
And they will get 2. Just shows you put pressure on the first, you never know what can happen thereafter. And even the mighty Aussies in the field have conceded a second.
Gee, that's sloppy cricket by Brad Hogg. It's good thinking on Ashwin's part to start with, to run to the keeper. They got to buy and then the overthrow. Big side, so he's sort of betting all each way, I think.
One of it's a length field.
Well, there's a fielder there. And we're beaten for 4. Well, in my book, if David Warner can't get to it, it's not a line. It's not a catch. It might be tougher.
Well, it's a tough one. If he dirty, he didn't stop it. It's gone for 4. He was never really going to get it, but I thought he might have got a hand on it to stop it going for 4. He got a hand on it, but not enough. Would have been a super catch. And he's had a few dives tonight, David Warner, without much success. Shane Watson not happy.
So the over started well. 4 of it, 133 now. Now, fine leg was inside the circle. The man on the boundary with a deep backward square. So this is not a great over for Australia. 8 from the first 2 balls.
Yeah, good start for Rayner. Shane Watson just too much width down the leg side. He just brought his fine leg up. And Rayner picked the gap beautifully. And that's a good shot.
One of the men from shot third man has gone out to a shot mid-wicket, wide mid-on almost. Third man's gone back onto the boundary too, so someone's got to come in. Now it's gone for the big one. There's fielder coming underneath and will take the catch quite easily. Maxwell was the catcher. So 2 boundaries and then a wicket for Rayner. He's played a decent hand here, 26 from 19, but Watson does produce the wicket.
We'll be disappointed with that, Rayner. That was in the slot to go, that. And he's got it nowhere near the middle of that. And Glenn Maxwell's taken the catch. Yeah, it's off the tail of the bat. It was in the slot, wasn't it? Half volley, outside off stump. Rayner would have fancied himself to hit that for 6. And Glenn Maxwell takes the catch. Shane Watson gets his man. 2 balls to go. It's going to look to hit boundaries. That was the dismissal of Rayner again. It was fairly wide. And Rayner just backed to the leg side a little bit, so that meant that he couldn't quite middle the ball once it was outside off stump. And Shane Watson, wasn't that happy. Matthew Wade was happy with the wicket.
That's one of the... That's something that's come into the game in the last year and a half, isn't it? Bowlers know that batsmen back away. They try and bowl it just inside the indicator for the wide. You do get bat to ball, you get the toe. Right, here's Harbhajan. He's clobbered that down the ground. He'll just get a single.
Just snuck through for a single. Had to slide his bat to get there. So that was in the slot as well, a full toss. And he can hit him cleanly, Harbhajan. Tough though, first up, isn't it? Hit it over the fence.
He's now become the leading wicket taker in the tournament with 8. Jonathan Mendes took 6 in one game. He's on 7. Callis is always there. Steyn and Mitchell Stark on 6. He won't be dissatisfied with it actually. With Watson, he's always started with 8 from 2. Here's the last ball. Now they're going to come back with 2 here. No, they want just a single, sir. India will finish with 140, round number 140 for 7 from their 20. Well, here we are then. 140 for 7. Gambhir looked very good at the start, 17, but never really got it going. 31, and then towards the end 26 from Rayner, 16 from Ashwin. No one really produced the big score. 140 for 7. Australia bowled well. Make no mistake, Pat Cummins was excellent with 2 for 16 from his 4 overs. Watson got 3 for 34, and Brad Hogg 4 overs for 29. Maxwell just a 2 at the start. 140 for 7. He's a pleasant young man and a very good bowler in prospect. This is where we are. Broad Burley's Australians. 141 to win from 20 overs. Just over 7 and over with a fairly deep batting lineup. It should be a very interesting second session.